What's going on? Hey, hey, what's going on, fam? This is Robert Anton, your singer, songwriter, actor, author, poet. Oh, we gonna go live for a little while because I was at the beach and I got sand everywhere. I just washed my hair out a little bit, but just like rinsed it out. I didn't use any shampoo or anything like that. I'm gonna take it down, shampoo, and do all the things, conditioner and all that good stuff, and then probably put it in a little something ponytail or something like that because I need to do it. I have a gig coming up this weekend. I'm a singer and I do weddings and events, corporate events and stuff. So July 4th we have something. Now I don't know if it's a wedding. I think it's a wedding, but so I'm gonna get my hair. I'm gonna do my hair and do some flat twists. Some double strand twists. And because I be feeling lovely like that, and then I'm gonna shave my face a little bit. I'm probably gonna take all this off and just have a goatee. Now I've been growing this for a few weeks now. Cutting down the music. It's a Robert Anton instrumental music in the background. Hey, who's Robert Anton? I'm Robert Anton. Lord have mercy, y'all don't be paying no attention. Come on in, say hello. Let me know which city you're in. Who's in the house? We got New York is in the house. So far, so far it's just me. I don't know, like if I'm going to. I've been like, I don't like my hair all in my ears and stuff like that. So even though I've been doing like mainly a braids kind of plait or even a twist or something like that, I've been doing like maybe 2 rows of cornrows to keep my hair so much out of my ears. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, tomorrow, Friday, whenever I do my hair. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. Sometimes I don't know until I actually do it. But I know I generally start at the back and work my way forward and figure it out along the way. You figure out. There's a lot of hair. I'm thinking about cutting it, but I'm not ready to cut it yet. Not just yet. Come on, city say. Come on, city say. So what's been going on? This is Pride. Oh well, no, it's not Pride Month anymore. Oh, and I didn't find love during Pride Month. Go figure. Um, but we just finished Pride Month last month, and I had a really good time. Went to parties and parades and festivals. New York City got hot, hot, hot. So I was running these streets, getting home early, early in the morning at my big age. So I was sleeping half the day. Or a lot of times what I end up doing is because I wake up, like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock or something like that. And then in the middle of the day or in the afternoon, evening, 7 o'clock, I might lay down for a little while. I was going to lay down now, but I want to take my hair down before I do all that. And it's so close to bedtime that I might as well just go ahead and take down the hair. You know what I didn't do that I usually do? I didn't check to make sure everything looks and sounds good. Because I might be on here and nobody ain't going to tell me that you can't hear the sound or whatever. So let us see. Hey, let us see. Let us see. Like, let us see. Let us see. 1, 2. Category is rap sensation. Hey, house music rap. Come on now. Oh, slow thing. Get your behind together. My new laptop, 3 years old, died. I don't know what's the matter. I haven't had time to get it checked out, and I'm probably gonna wait until after my gig. So sometime next week, I'm gonna go and find out what's wrong with it. But let me tell you, It's always something. I need a new phone. I might have to get a new laptop, which I do not want to do because the coins ain't flowing like that this year. But you got to do what you got to do. I might have to just put it on the credit card. You know what I'm saying? And pay it off when the money comes along. Oh, talk about money. Let me tell y'all. Oh, did everybody get their Facebook money, their settlement money? I remember we got that settlement, right? And it was like a few dollars or something like that. So I kept getting these messages saying, I thought they were spam. And they were saying, oh, your Facebook settlement is going to be coming in a few days, blah, blah, this and the other. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Okay, looks good. How does it sound? How you sounding? Feeling good as hell. Okay, looks good. Sounds good. How does it sound? How you sounding? Feeling good as hell. All right, sounds good too. Okay, so there we go. So I, at some point it said that the settlement sent, right, and since I'm not really paying no attention to it, I'm not really thinking, like that is for real. I ain't even bothered checking. And then something told me, like, check and see, if you got some money from this Facebook settlement and how much it was. Because, I figure even if it is real, it's only going to be, $7.72, something like that. Finally, one day, a day or two ago, I went and checked. I opened up that thing. It was almost $100. I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. To get a little $100 out of nowhere. That's real cute. I'm planning on making a video about it. See, I'm not gonna say how much I made, like, but y'all already see here. But if you're watching this video, but that's a cute little settlement. Facebook. Lord knows I ain't made nothing. Well, I made more out of Facebook than I have out of TikTok or Instagram, and I've made more out of YouTube than out of all of them. Um, and I still have my Google account. I'm just not monetized right now because I need 4,000 watch hours per year. And I ain't really, I don't be, everything now, especially with everything being shorts. Even when I get like 100,000 views or 30,000 views, that don't be no 4,000 minutes. Oh no, 4,000 hours, not 4,000 minutes, 4,000 hours. It's kind of prohibitive for some of us who aren't getting like huge, huge videos on the regular, because I'm not getting huge videos on the regular. Usually when I post videos, I get between like 600 and 2,000 views. Hey, how's it going? Now and then it'll pop up. Like I just got like I had a live with 5,000 views, and I had a video with 16,000 views. But like that don't happen all the time. Don't happen that often. I think the last time before that, it was several months ago. I had a video with 100,000 views, and I'm still at only 1,000 watch hours, or 1.1K. So normally I would go on TikTok and go live or whatever, because on there you do get gifts and stuff like that, But I would rather get my watch hours up so that I can monetize my videos, because I have over 1,000 videos here on YouTube, over 1,100, and quite a few of them are my So You Want to Be a Singer series that I can monetize, my original material that I can monetize, my comedy skits that I can monetize, and those could be monetized on the very first day that I get my monetization back. And I could probably be getting a check that first month after whatever that cycle is. And something like $50, $60 extra that you wasn't expecting is always good. And when it's 1,000 or two, it's even better. Even better. When you're an artist, you gotta have money coming from all over the place. A little bit from here, a little bit from there, a little bit from there. Especially if you don't have a full, 9 to 5 regular job. You gotta be making money doing that hustle wherever you can. Now I know the stream looks good, so I know y'all gonna be coming up in here in a minute. We trying to come in here when I'm going home, when the thing about to die, cause I'm at 47% right now. And when that dies, if I'm still doing my hair, I'm gonna get my phone and go over to TikTok and finish up my live stream. Even though I probably could plug it in right here. I don't know. Should I do that? I could. I got my light plugged in at the moment. And my hair is wet. Whoa. I was down and out. Ain't had no place to sleep. And I thought my only worry was finding food to eat. But I had an empty space. I'm not supposed to be singing and all that, right? Oh, a friend took me to the sing along at the Highline Park in New York City. He got tickets or whatever, and he like just got a bunch of tickets and invited several people. So like 5 of us went, and they were doing a Broadway sing along, and there was Broadway performance there and stuff like that, and there was a special guest who was you know, Tony nominated, Lortel winning, had won a bunch of different theater awards. She sang 2 songs, and then they had an open mic. So when they were coming around with the open mic stuff, everybody's like, oh, because in our little group there were 2 singers, and they were like, y'all should sing, y'all should sing. I was like, I didn't plan to sing, even though I had warmed up that morning, because I got a gig coming up, so I'm warming up every day, doing my little yoga, whatever, trying to get back in shape. And so we both signed up, or I thought we both signed up. He ended up not signing up, but I had signed up, and I was because it was a Broadway crowd, and I haven't been really been doing like theater for 20 years, right? So I was wondering if I should do, and I am telling you, but I was like, I am not ready for that. I'm really, really not ready for that. So, and it was a divas night. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. And then my second choice, they had a second choice in case they didn't know the first one or something, or maybe if somebody else did the first one. And I put down Route 66, Nat King Cole. So we waiting around, waiting around, and they keep saying, "Oh, when they gonna call you? When they gonna call you?" And I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "You sure you signed up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I signed up," because they really wanted to hear me sing. And I was like, "I'm ready to go." And they're like, "No, you gotta sing. I want to hear you sing. Oh my God, I want to hear you sing." So it was from 6 until 8:30. It was about 8 o'clock. It was starting to get dark. It was starting to get dark. Because um, people who show up all the time or friends of people who are hosting or whatever, they could walk right in the door and get up, but if they don't know people or something, they be whatever, wait until it's like dead before they call them. Well, sure enough, I was really ready to go. This one guy sang, he was so beautiful, I got chills, it was so good. He sang Evita, He sung "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina," and he did some of it in Spanish. And I mean, just all of it throughout, just the inflections and the way he was singing, and I was getting chills. For me, he was the best of the night. So after he came up, they called me up. I'm like, oh Lord, why you gonna call me up after this mother? He done told the stage a new one, baby. Had a hole left in the stage. He gonna call me up. So I'm like, okay. So I went on up there, and of course I mentioned, I was like, why you make me go after him? Like I'm still recovering from his performance. Give him another hand, all that good stuff. And so then I went into he started playing my music, and I went into my little what's going on. And let me tell you about that song. When you do that song, people are immediately like, oh man, because they love that song. So I started singing, and then I got them to do background. Even I was like, y'all know this song, sing background for me. The background. They kind of was echoing me, but it was still cute and it was fun. And actually, they were louder. Sometimes when you're on stage and you're doing that kind of call and response, you don't the volume at which the audience is really, putting it out there. Because I was like, y'all need to be loud. I want to hear more and more. Of course, I got so far 3 videos from friends. Everybody that was there took a video. All of my friends who took a video of me performing it, and three of the four sent me a video already, and the other one doesn't have my number, so that's probably why he hasn't sent me a video. But I am going to post it probably tomorrow, or I don't know, maybe the day after. I don't know. I want to pick the best one, and I think clearly there's one that's better than the others. But there's one I think is so funny because he's like trying to find. It looks like he's trying to find me. And I'm like, I should post that. My first thought is I should post this one, because you can hear me, you can hear my voice, but you don't see me for like 20 seconds or 30 seconds before I come, and then you see me singing. I was like, I'm like, what would you? We weren't even drinking yet. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, it was so funny, and I don't even think he drinks. So so yeah, I did good. I forgot some of the words or whatever, but I just did the same verse again or whatever, and kept it pushing. Because I haven't done a song in a while. So whatever. Some people brought their phones up and stuff. I don't want to do all that. And it was such a good experience though. But and then after me, another black guy sang, and then this, I guess, multiracial girl sang. I said, why they keep the black people for last? Is it because they thought we were gonna be best? I don't know. But anyway, and Homeboy I forgot, he did a big Broadway number, Little Guy. Reminds me of one of my exes actually. And I mean, he tore it up. And then the girl did, to close out the night, she did a hero, Mariah Carey. When you look into your heart, you don't have to be ashamed the way you are. There's an answer. She tore it up. She was good. She sounded good. She was very tentative in the very beginning, but she got stronger as she went along. And then they did 2 songs from Hair to close it out, like everybody sang together, and they're trying to get people to get up on the kind of a little elevated area on this statue. And I was saying, let the sun shine. I didn't get up though. I was like, let me sit over here and watch y'all doing. It was too dark to really take video or anything like that. But it was a really nice experience. And come to find out that they had it every Monday during Pride Month. I wish I would have known the first week, because I probably would have went or would have gone, use my university English over here. I probably would have gone, probably not every week, but I would have gone before, gone maybe once before, or maybe like the first week that they did it. They had Daphne Rubin Vega hosting one night. I probably would have gone that night. I remember seeing her in Rent. In Rent, back in the day when they were at New York Theater Workshop. And I actually ended up going because I was up for the role of Benny, and I made it all the way. This is before anybody knew what the show was about or anything like that. And my agent got me a call for it, and I sang, and they called me back, and they called me back, and I had to go back and dance, and they called me back. So I made it all the way to the end of the callbacks, to the final callback, and I didn't get it. I always, I always joke that Tay Diggs stole my life because he got the role. But then I don't know what a friend of mine actually got chorus in the original production. Um, so when it was, when it went up, he got me tickets. Immediately, he's like, "You gonna love it. You gonna love it." I'm like, "Yeah, I was up for the show. I like the music and stuff like that." I went to that darn show. I was like, "Woo!" When they started, I was blown away. I was like, "It's so loud." You talk about a rock musical, it's a rock musical, especially in the little space. In a bigger space, it's a little more palatable. But in a New York Theater Workshop, oh my God, it was so small. Maybe 100 seats at the most, maybe 125, 130. But I mean, it was loud, loud up until like the first four songs or something like that was so freaking loud. And I was like, oh my God. But then it calmed down and the story became really good. And I was like, man. And then I was doing a cruise ship or something like that. I was doing a cruise ship job. And he was like, we're going to Broadway. We're going to write you, get your information in here. You know, I was like, man, I'm out on a cruise. I ain't thinking about that show. He's looking out for me though. We had done Dreamgirls at the Westchester Broadway Theater with a bunch of soap opera stars, black soap opera stars, obviously. And then he left that to go do Jesus Christ Superstar on tour. So yeah, I've auditioned for that role many, many times. I've been called in for it. And one time they weren't having any singer auditions. So I went to a dancer call. When I was doing my little club dance and my little kicks and stuff like that. And they called me back for the role of Angel, to come and sing for Angel. And let me tell you, when I did that audition, just about I was the tallest one in the audition. Okay, all it was the little short, little Asian and Latin guys at the dance audition. Because that was kind of the I guess the costume size and stuff like that. A little shorty, shorty. But they sure called me back. They said, "All right, you getting in here doing that, doing them kicks and things. Yes, come on up in here and sing for us." And the gag is, the role that I want in that show, if I was to do it, would be Tom Collins. But I guess because I'm not that tall, I'm 5'9", y'all. So Tom Collins in the original was probably like 6'1", 6'2", and he has to carry Angel around. So he should be a little he have to be buff, but a little brolic. But as far as voice type, that's my voice type. So is Benny, but Benny doesn't have a big song. He has maybe two. Tom Collins has two big songs, a duet, and then the "Live in My House, I'll be your shelter. Just pay me back with 1,000 kisses. Be my lover, and I'll cover you." I love that song so much. That was one of my audition pieces for a little while. Spent some good times here in New York City. I moved here not knowing nobody, very little money, and said, I'm gonna break into this thing. I hit them streets, baby. I started performing, started traveling, doing shows all through my 20s and early 30s. And it was definitely a good time. I have no regrets about that. What's going on? How you doing? Where you from? We just over here talking while I do my hair. Nothing specific, but if you want to talk about something, let's talk about it while I take this stuff down. It feels so good. Everybody wants to find eternal life, it's blowing my mind. Oop, I started singing, somebody left. Lord Jesus. They said that's a little too much, bruh. That's a little too much. Music playing in the background is all original Robert Anton music. Woo! I probably could have kept this up. I don't think I've had this my hair braided for 4 weeks. I don't think it's been 4 weeks. Usually if I braid it, it stays pretty good for at least 6 weeks. But even though I like the braids, when I do a gig, when I perform, right now I like to have my twist because they I don't know, they just look so much better, and they just, you see how this moves, but it moves even, oh my God. The twists to me move even better. They like bounce whenever I move, and it feels so good and it looks good. I think. I think it does anyway. But it's getting so long. It takes me forever to do it. Maybe twice, 3 times last year, I actually went to get it done. Why are you out? My music did died. The day that the music died. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's hot. Maybe it's too hot. Maybe the music is like, y'all, brother, it's too hot for me. I'm gonna have to call out. I need to plug in the fan, I think. That might be no. I don't know. I don't think it's noisy. We'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of okay. I'd rather have it hot. Even though I was out at the beach, right? The sun was beating down and stuff like that, but like it was such a cool wind that like I put up my umbrella, and if you were under the umbrella, you actually were cold. I was cold sometimes under the umbrella, and then I would like come out into the sun, and I would get hot in 2.5 seconds. Then I have to roll back up under the umbrella, and I get cold. I mean, it was not. It wasn't as comfortable as I wanted to be, and I would have stayed longer. I stayed about 4 hours, which is generally my minimum because it takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there. So I'm like, I have to stay at least double the time. So if it takes me 4 hours to come and go, then I need to stay for at least 4 hours for it to be worth it. And then on the way back, I stopped at my favorite little Caribbean restaurant and got me some jerk chicken and devoured it on the train. I devoured it on the train. And this girl had her phone out, and I don't know if she was taking videos of me eating or whatever, but I don't care. I winked at the camera if she was, because you ain't gonna shame me. I was hungry and I was beating that. It was jerk chicken, um, rice and peas, and cabbage. And I told that when I tell you that plate was empty when I finished, there was not a crumb left because I was hungry. And I had brought food. I made some guacamole, my famous homemade guacamole. I took some watermelon. I had a plum. I had some grapes. The only thing I didn't finish was the watermelon. But I was hungry. I think my friends were hungry too because they went to go to one of the little concessions and got like, I think like a burger and fries or hot dogs and fries. But I do not go. I have never gone to that concession because I think a burger is like $13. I'm like, are you out your dang mind? My whole dinner was what? It was like $6. It was $5.90. My jerk chicken dinner was $5.90. What to guan? Woo. Joy. Yeah. Yeah. It's so soft and fluffy. I love it. Of course, there's always a little hair loss when you take out braids and stuff like that. But let me tell you, I don't miss it because it's growing like wildfire. But this has been like, I've been growing my hair basically since the pandemic. So 2020, literally, I had my hair short in a short afro. And about a month or two before the pandemic, a friend of mine did some braids for me, plaited it for me. He'd been trying to get me to do it, and I've been thinking about getting it done. But like everybody wanted to put in extensions. Oh, you're gonna need extensions. I was like, listen, if I need extensions, I'm not getting it done then. And he put it in, and they were really short little pickaninny braids, but no extensions or anything like that. And then we got locked down. So I started taking out one and putting it back up, and one stuff. Another one came loose. I take it out and put it back up, and eventually I took it all down to wash it and everything, and I did it myself. And I was like, oh, I didn't learn how to do my own. Then I learned how to cornrow from videos on YouTube, right here on YouTube. And then I learned how to do some twists on TikTok. You can learn just about anything you want by watching a video on one of these social media sites. Almost anything. You can probably learn how to do surgery. Ooh. That's probably how that guy. He was a dentist. No, he was a well, kind of a dentist. He was a what do you call it? He put in people's I forgot what he did. He made people false teeth or grills or something like that. It wasn't just the grills, was it? He did like cosmetic surgery, dental surgery on people, and he was not licensed. He probably learned how to do it on social media. And I mean, he's been doing it for years and years. You got a little knot up in that piece. I wish I could learn how to fix my laptop on my freaking social media. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just will not come on. Like one day it was working, and later on that afternoon it wouldn't come on. And I don't think it's the battery because I can plug it in and it still won't come on. Oh, it's so frustrating. And right in the middle of me making 20 videos. Thank goodness I didn't have stuff that I hadn't transferred already to post. Cause I'd be real mad if I spend 2 3 hours and I didn't can't get the darn video out. It's just an inconvenience right now. And my poor old laptop, I'd probably had 20 years. It's over here working as slow as it can be. It's like a turtle, like a sloth, but it works. All these years later, my ex gave me that laptop while we were together, and we broke up in 2012, 2012, 2013. So you know it's been, and it. How long had it been before we? I don't know exactly when he gave it to me though, but it might have been a few years before for my birthday or something like that, or Christmas. I don't remember. So that baby is old. It's basically a grandpa, and it's still working. In fact, that's what the music is playing on right now. I used to go to some sites, but like you could go to like Yahoo, it has all those ads and stuff. It slows it way down. It gets stuck, so I can't go there. TikTok slows it down, so I can't go on TikTok with that. But I got my iPad, two of them, and my phone, two of them, that I can do all of that stuff on. It's just good having a laptop, mainly because everything is so much clearer. I can read on it. I can actually edit videos in a real editor, a real video, better, and a real video editor. I'm gonna make a quick video. Got to get my afro together. I should do it. I just thought I know I was you know when you be doing content and stuff like that, you be thinking of stuff, crazy stuff. I should do do like a duet kind of video, would be like da 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 da. Da, da. But I think you can see the. Is there like maybe if I do like the if I could do this and then the other side I turn and I just do this and do a video. Where's my phone? I gotta get my phone real quick. I got my phone on the charge, because I was on the trains and buses, an hour and something each way. The bus actually had a little thing you could charge your phone, and I plugged it in, but I was on it. I don't think it charged much. Let me look. I'm a. Maybe we can have a baby. Understand this for life. You're my girl, be my wife. Yeah. How long is that? Y'all ain't gonna see the vision. You ain't gonna see the vision until I post it. Okay, it didn't come out that right way. Okay, let me delete that. You're my girl, be my wife. Okay, this should be right. Okay. Maybe we can have a baby. Understand this for life. You're my girl, be my wife. Yeah. I don't know if I like the light like that. No, because there's too much shadow. Okay, we gotta do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Maybe we can have a baby. Understand it's for life. You're my girl, be my wife. Yeah. Okay, that should be better. Let's see. I'm just making content. Just making content. I can't. Let me see if I can think of a song where think of a song where they change where there's more than one view or one outlook. When you're tired, yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, all right, I can't see what's going on here. And your mind on me. Yeah. I put up this Jussie Smollett videos, right? Because I was at Harlem Pride when he performed. Now I did not know that he was going to be performing. I had no idea, but he was the headliner for the night for the event, and I was literally just like hanging out. It was kind of raining, so we were under an overpass. We had been there watching like a mini ball or whatever, but then we came back, and then I heard coming to the stage, Jussie Smollett, and I was like, "Did he say Jussie Smollett?" My friend was like, "I don't know, I don't want to go there." So I was like, "Let me look," and I looked over, and I went over to a little space, and there was like this unobstructed view of the stage from where I was. But it was just a little few feet over from where I was. So I looked over, and the music started, blah, 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 and he came out. And I'm like, oh shit, let me go over there. Cause I wanted to go over there. I had my camera, I had my good DSLR camera with me. You know, and celebrity is celebrity. He's definitely still a celebrity. So I wanted to see what he was doing. And he was performing, dancing, and singing, and he's all right. You know, not great, not terrible. But I plan on just posting some of the video. You know, I do like a little captured series where I see performances around New York or wherever. I do it on my cover channel. It's Art and Time. So I've taken footage for that with my good camera, my good DSLR, where I can zoom in and out and all that good stuff, and still get really good quality. And then people start talking about the performances and all that and ragging on him and stuff. And I'm like, listen, I was there. It was not that bad. Because of course certain people are only posting clips where he was bad, where he was going off the rail. But literally, I finally finished the watermelon from the beach. But literally, at points he reminded me of Michael Jackson. The sound, of his voice. But he was doing a whole lot of jumping around and dancing and moving, and he was hitting that choreography, baby. He was hitting it. I wasn't mad at him. He looked serious too. He looked so serious while he was hitting it, boy. He was hard at work. I was thinking, I think of that meme of Beyonce looking like a demon. They have a meme of her looking like a demon dancing. That's how he was looking. I said, you better go head on and do them dances. He was concentrated. It was inspiring. But of course, if you're doing all that dancing and you're singing live, your breast support goes out a little bit. You may not hit all the high notes. You may be pushing on the falsetto. When you're supposed to be singing a light falsetto and you're dancing hard, you're naturally gonna push a little bit. And I think that's what happened to him on some of those, wonky notes. But overall, he did good. I think sometimes people just want to criticize folks and, bring them down, talk about them, scatterize their name. And it's like, could you do better? I don't think I could, especially with all that dancing, baby. Even when I do my gigs, I do a lot of dancing, but it's not like choreographed dancing. We just be bopping side to side and doing a little dance. We might do a little coordinated move here and there. But we ain't doing no hard choreography mostly. He was doing hard choreography. And he was saying he hadn't been performing that much. So if you haven't been building up that muscle, because it takes time. When people talk about performers who literally get on a stairmaster, singing and dancing for practice, just for practice. Walking the streets performing or whatever on a treadmill, so that you can build that muscle of performing and singing at the same time, moving a lot and singing at the same time. Because that takes a lot of support, a lot of breath support. Especially you done wore it out on a big dance break, and you come back in, you be like, you know, listen. And people who don't do this, who don't do it, don't always understand when you standing still in a studio and singing them notes, and you get to dancing and shaking your bonbon. On stage, that's a big difference. A big difference. Trying to make sure I get each braid along the way because it hurts when you try to comb through that stuff and you still got a braid up in there. You're trying to pull your hair out. You're my girl, be my wife. I love when somebody be trying to be funny on my video, and I play blonde, honey. She was like, I was being facetious. I'm like, what that mean? What that mean? Facetitious. What facetitious mean? Understand this for life. You're my girl, be my wife. Yeah. Y'all hear me singing? Hey, Robert sang that song. That's an original Robert Anton production. Play Anton production. Y'all don't understand how soft and cushiony this is. Oh my God. It feels so good. Hard was supposed to be. You came along and lifted me up and put me on my feet. And I want to thank, I want to thank you. Original Robert Anton music. They might tag me on here because another company handles my what do you call it, distribution, not distribution. They handle that also, but my placements and stuff like that, my sync licenses, they handle it. And so sometimes when I'm playing my own music on a video, it says this is copyright by so and so and so. You can still use it, but whatever. And I used to, say, this is the artist, blah, blah, and the other because I could monetize it myself. But now that I can't monetize it myself, I don't do that. So they monetize it, so I can at least still make a little change out of it. Of course, they make a little change too. They take 35%. But I suppose 65% of something is better than 0% of nothing. Because I do get a little coin every now and then from them. And it's probably because I've been using my music all over the internet on my videos. And my music is in all the libraries. It's in all the libraries. I somebody said something. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Welcome to the chat. That's this thing. My music is in Robert Anton music is in all the libraries. So here in YouTube, it's in Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. If you look up Robert Anton Insane, Bigger Than Me, I want to thank you. You can use them underneath your videos. Use the music, original music. A lot of times I use these darn trending sounds. And then you use the trending sound, and a week or two, a month, maybe 5 months, who knows. They take the sound away, and not they take the sound, all the sound from the video. So like if you're talking over somebody else's music or something like that, they not only take the music behind it, they take the whole thing. I guess maybe because it's not on a separate track or something, or they just don't want to bother to separate it. And I think they can because I was replacing the sound on one of my videos, and when I was testing it out, my me talking, my voice came up, and I'm like, so that means they can probably separate it, but they just don't want to take the time and do all of that. I tell people all the time I'm still mad. I had a video going viral. It was like 600,000, 700,000, 900,000, a million, 1.1 million. And next thing I know, I wasn't getting no notifications for nothing. And I went to go check on the video, see what was going on, and they had took the sound away. So the thing is just mute. I'm just, I'm like, what the hell? Broke my heart. And I still believe that that video was going to get like 50 million views because people was loving that video. But it got 1.1 million, and let me tell you what, it's still there. I put my, it's been like 2 years, and I have not taken it down because it's like my second biggest video on social media. My first biggest is 2.5 million, and then that one is 1.1 million. I got quite a few that's got 100,000 or more, but I ain't got that many huge videos. Maybe a dozen in the 100,000s. But I've been doing this for since 2006, so that ain't that many. Even my biggest video here on YouTube is an original song, "Baby I Love You," and that has, I think it has still like 770,000, so it hasn't reached a million. It's like social media people, they know where their videos are and how many views they got, especially their bigger videos. I still know I have a Facebook video that got 700 something thousand. I think the biggest video on Instagram has 94,000. Biggest video on Facebook has 700 and something thousand. My biggest video on TikTok has 2.5 million. My biggest video over here has 770 something thousand. And that's without me even looking. You just kind of know these things. A long time ago, I thought about a skit where one person is asking another person how many views they have, and they're like, I don't know about, and then they give a very exact number. I still should do that skit. I gotta get into my, but right now my darn laptop is on the fritz, so I can't even do that right now because you gotta edit those skits and stuff like that, and I want to edit it because if I edit it in TikTok or in any one of these social media sites, you can download it and use it, but they put their metadata into it. So I can't. You can't even like put it into a real video editor because it'll say that you need some kind of something or whatever. It's not permissions, but some kind of special codecs or something like that. And I'm like, what the heck? This is my video. I created this, but you edited it and got tagged by TikTok or Instagram or edits. So wherever you put it, their metadata is on it. Their metadata is on it because they own it. which is kind of sucky. They have what is it? An unlimited, lifelong right to use your content. And that doesn't matter if it's got one view, 100,000 views, or 100 million views. They reserve the right in the terms of service. And if you agree to the terms of service by using the darn thing, by using their sites, that includes YouTube. Then you don't have any recourse if they use it anywhere without your permission. So I want to be able to edit my stuff in a standalone video editor that I paid for, and then post it on all of my social media sites, so that their metadata isn't all over it. But if I feel like it, I'll probably make some skits or whatever. Woo! I'm sitting still here. I'm having something to drink, and I'm hot. It's probably just towel I'm hot for, but I'm trying to be demure on the social media. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, I'm Robert Anton, singer, songwriter, actor, author, poet. I do music, comedy, and advice on this channel. And hair, obviously. I only came out here to do my hair because, like, I don't go live often enough because I ain't just gonna be live streaming like these little kids they be on all day and all the different stuff like Kai and Ray and Tota and all them people. I ain't gonna be sitting on here for 5, 6, 7 hours doing nothing. So I know one time that I'm gonna be on here for quite a bit of time is when I'm taking down my hair because it's gonna take me an hour or so. Sometimes when I'm doing my hair, I'll be online, but that's only if I'm doing simple style. Because if I'm doing something a little complicated or I need to get my lines right and all that good stuff, I'm usually in the bathroom because I have like a mirror here, and a mirror behind me so that I can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with you? I may post a few videos tonight before I go to bed. I don't know. I love creating the videos and I love for people to see them, but like I don't like when people don't see them. So like you make a video, you think it's great and all that different stuff, and then like 200 people see it. And I mean, that's still 200 people, but with all these people on the internet from all over the world, you're hoping that it's going to get a few thousand views. Now, I'm usually ecstatic when my videos get, 5, 10,000 views. Because a good number of them get like 1.4, 1.5. And that's pretty decent. I'm happy with it. I'm not I'm not overjoyed, but I'm happy. Especially if folks are commenting, liking. Hey, 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 hey. left over here? One, two, three. Oh, is that just those and then the cornrows? Oh, that's pretty good. Joy, joy, joy. Who wants some joy? Hey, hello, my friend. Tell me how have you been? A little down on yourself, and you're looking for some help. There is a way to control the loneliness and hole in your soul, and the joy never ends. This is The Joy Never Ends by Robert Anton. I love, I grew up in church, right? My grandmother was a minister and pastor. My aunt was a minister. My dad's a minister, also a gospel singer. So I grew up in the church, and I love house music. I also grew up in the clubs. So we have to combine the two and make some gospel house music, which I've done quite a bit of over the years. Over the years, like the joy never ends, and I want to thank you. And to the dance floor, not so much. That's not really gospel house. I mean, it could be put in that category, but because it's talking about memories of dancing all night, basically. But it's like memories on a spiritual level, though. Because when I go to the clubs, baby, and be dancing and good carrying on, it's like take me to heaven. I be in heaven. Music just. I don't know if you've ever felt like that. Have you ever felt like that? Oh, let me tell you. Oh, just going to town. And we got an event coming up this month. This July, right? We got an event coming up called Soul Summit, New York City, at Fort Greene Park. If you thinking about visiting soon, come on out to Soul Summit on I think it's July 11th or 12th. It's whatever that Sunday is, from 3 to 8. Baby, it's so packed, and it's so much love. And it's older and younger, and people are on the dance floor. Like a lot of times you go to the club now, and people aren't dancing. That don't happen at Soul Summit. It don't have. I mean, of course, there are people who are picnicking and this and the other, but that dance space be packed. I mean, packed. And then, people be dancing over in the grass. People be dancing over on other little areas. They be dancing on the wall. I mean, people, we go there to sweat. We go there to get it in the middle of the day. And then there be after parties. Because folks can't get enough. You can literally come and dance your behind off for several hours. And baby, by the time you're done, you'll be drenched in sweat, and your soul will be saved. Save your soul. Let me tell you. We almost there. Then I gotta wash this stuff. I be thinking about starting it up, start to twist it today, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Never ends. If you are on your TikTok, like I am, if you want to check me out, it's R Anton, just like my cover channel here. It's R Anton, ITSRANTON. And I post on there more than I post anywhere else. But the last 2 weeks, probably, I've been posting every day on just about every site. So YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But I think I post more on TikTok than anywhere else because, like, I'll be doing stitches and duets. One of my favorite things to do is like somebody will do a duet, and they'll do a harmony or whatever, and I'll add like a third harmony, and I hope that somebody else will add like a fourth harmony. It's like a harmony, what do you call it, duet train. That is one of my favorite things to do, and TikTok doesn't really support it that much. YouTube does it. I don't think you can do it on YouTube. I haven't tried. Maybe I should try find somebody doing a duet and see if I can remix it and sing along with them. I should try that. That's a thought. I might have to look that up. And most of them don't do that great, but I've had a few get 40, 50,000 views. I did one with Lizzo, and it was like when the flower drum song was really what's it called? The flower drum song? It was the flower something duet. And everybody was doing it. And so this one woman did, instead of doing the thing, she did, be truthful, be truthful. And so I saw Lizzo doing it. So I did a duet with her and someone else. And then I saw the original girl who did it. And so I did a duet with her and a transgender person, I believe. Or maybe she's non-binary, or they're non-binary. Um, and they got like their video got like 9 million, or no, I think like 90 million views. Mine's got like 45,000. But that was cute. My little duets, I remember a while back. I think it was my first channel on TikTok though. I did a duet with this guy, and we were doing Crazy. Now Niles Barker. I remember when I lost my mind. And so I duetted him and did a harmony. And I still remember like people loved that duet. And one person said, my favorite comment, of course, was someone who said, this guy just ended world conflict or something like that. Now see, it's been so long I even talked about it. It's been a long time since I thought about it. Like he brought world peace or whatever. Because it's me and a white guy singing together. But I didn't know him. I just saw him singing on my FYP. But I made the video where it was like half of his face and half of my face. So we were singing. I tried to lip up to his, to where he was singing, and it came out really good. I don't even know how I even thought of that, but I did. I be creative sometimes. Sometimes I get a good feeling. I get a feeling like I never, 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 never had before. No, no. I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Now I'm thinking, where am I going to wash my hair? If I'm going to wash it in the kitchen sink, I don't know if I want to get back in the tub. But, I think I got to with all this hair. It's just so much of it. It is so much hair, so much hair. Yeah. Woo! And I was talking about this Broadway sing along that I went to on the High Line in New York City, and there was all these Broadway folks there. And I got up and I did Marvin Gaye, and the guy who played the piano. I mean, he was using a fake book or whatever, but it was like online. Pulled it up online. He did pretty good. I mean, for us not to have practiced or anything like that, and he just played along, it was pretty good. You know, I was missing a little bit of pulse, rhythm, but overall, I was like, okay, he did the darn thing. Okay, you know what I got to do before I even wash my hair? I got to do some TikToks or some videos. Let me say some. I call them TikToks, but ooh, with all this hair, I got to find some TikToks to do. You like my cloud, Bob? Oh, we hate that. We hate that, cloud, Bob. What these folks? These folks crazy. This is an afro, baby. But let me tell you, when I do have a video with an afro like this, which I'm gonna make, I do tag Cloud Bob because I'm telling you, a lot of folks be looking for it. A lot of folks be looking for it, be searching it. I'm like, that's you got to get those views wherever you can get them. I was telling somebody at one event because they had a mini ball and they did four categories. They had announcer, they had performance, they had runway, and they had face. And I called out two guys who were standing around me who were just beautiful. I was like, "You gonna go up? You should go up there." And one guy was like, "Oh no, thank you. That's so sweet, thank you." And then another guy, a friend of mine, was like, "You should tell him that because he's kidding." I was looked over. I was like, "Yeah, call him over here." And called him over there. And then I said, "My friend wants you to go up there. He thinks you should go up there." But he was, I mean, just a pretty boy, pretty boy. But he didn't go. But later on, we ran into him. I was like, "Why didn't you go up there?" He's like, "I was nervous." No, no, no. He's like, "Boy, don't leave no money on the table. Don't you get an opportunity like that? Don't leave that money on the table. Go on and get that cash." Because he could have won. I mean, over the guy who won. The guy who won was good. I mean, look, he's really cute, really attractive. And literally, one guy was taking everybody out. And then the final guy that went took him out. It was very exciting. What am I gonna do with all this hair? Hair, 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 hair. I should just wear it like that, but it's too hot for this. It's way too hot to be wearing my hair like this. Just out. As soon as you lean back, boom, it's crushed. This like kind of hair where like literally you have to have a stylist. They style the hair, you shoot it, and then you lay down and mess it up. Because that's all that's gonna happen. As soon as you lean back on anything, it's gonna flatten it in the back. Okay, I need to put on. See, I can't even put on a shirt, but I can put on a button up, button down. I'm gonna have to put on a button down. And I didn't get that much. It's not that. It's not even a full thing. This is the hair that I pulled out, right? Last time it was like three times this much. So that ain't too bad. All righty then. Thank you for those who came through and said hello. Well, nobody really said hello. Oh my goodness. You know, sometimes you come on here and it be popping, jumping real quick, and folks be acting crazy. And then other times you come in here and just folks just come and look at you and then go about their business. But that's just how social media is. So I have to deal with it. I had to be here to do my hair, so I figured I might as well go ahead and do it online or on screen. And this is it. This is it. Taken down out of the braids. Out of you can't see the back. So I'm gonna go find me a few TikToks to do, and then I'm gonna go wash my hair. I'm out. Peace. Take care of yourself. Now, how do you cut this thing off?